People use Photoshop artwork for so many different purposes that it's really hard to keep track of them. For example, you can create texture maps for use in 3D applications such as Maya, Lightwave. You can use Photoshop files to create desktop wallpapers. You can create websites. And let's go ahead and take a look at where you can export and save your artwork into these different file formats. First off, I'll go to the File menu and choose Export. Now earlier I showed you in the tutorial how to export paths that we create with the pen tool for use inside of Adobe Illustrator. So this is where you go for that. We can go to Save for Web if you're going to create artwork that's going to be used for online purposes. And we can go to Save As to go to the Save As dialog box and then go to the Format drop-down to see the various formats available to you. If you're going to work on a document that you want to retain your layers in, choose Photoshop, also known as .psd. When I let go of that, you see that it says PSD up here. Once again, Photoshop document is what that stands for. The GIF format is very useful when you want to have just flat tones of artwork where there is no gradation. We also have the ability to save as JPEG, whereas you would be able to have some gradation, for example, dark blue to light blue. You can also choose the Photoshop PDF file format when you want to create a PDF document from your artwork. Let me scroll down just a tad. PNG stands for Portable Network Graphics, and I often use this when I want to retain some transparency information in my artwork. So let's say I have a logo and I don't want the background to show. So if I get rid of that background and have a transparent background, this is a great format to retain that information for me. Targa is great when you want to create texture maps for use in Maya, for example, or any 3D software that supports this file format. Likewise, I also use the JPEG format for that same thing. And we also have the tag image file format, commonly known as TIFF, so that you can have your files interchange between Windows and Macintosh with no problem. Although these days, they pretty much all do that. So, this is just a little tiny bit of the many file formats that you can choose from this list so that you can take your Photoshop artwork and then use it elsewhere in other applications or for the web or on top of a 3D model.